You're with RT live from Moscow. Now, 3 years after declaring independence from Serbia, Kosovo continues to face social and economic turmoil. The recent elections there were widely criticised. Russia's envoy to the UN pointed to a number of violations and voiced concern that radical parties were able to gain votes. With high unemployment and rising poverty, the self-proclaimed Balkan Republic of Kosovo is offering fertile ground for hardline Islam. There are now growing fears the region could be turning into a major terrorist hub right in the heart of Europe. And as RT's Sarah Firth has been finding out, extremist rhetoric's being imported alongside foreign aid.
Prayer time in Kosovo's capital, and the mosques are overflowing. 90% of the population here are Muslim and known for their liberal interpretation of the faith. But there are now growing concerns that a fundamentalist strain of Islam, Wahhabism, is taking root here.
The most fundamentalist strain in Islam, the most virulently fundamentalist strain, is from Wahhabism. So I think when you have this kind of ideology saying you have to literally follow verse and chapter from the Quran, you can quite easily have a situation where, for example, terrorist acts can be justified.
Wahhabism originates from Saudi Arabia, and many mosques destroyed in the Balkan conflict are being rebuilt with Saudi money. In fact, the Saudi government has poured tens of billions of dollars into building mosques, schools and charities worldwide. Charities that in Kosovo are helping support poor members of the community.
We don't have jobs, so the charity bring us clothes and food which we need for our children.
But with nearly half the population unemployed and widespread poverty, Kosovo could be becoming a fertile breeding ground for the influence of well-financed Wahhabis. The impact of Saudi financing in Kosovo now is clearly evident, and the fear is that it's not just the money that's been brought in, but the Wahhabi ideology as well.
A lot of the Saudi money is, I mean, often this is tied up in ideology, and I don't think Saudi Arabia are massively keen on the West, especially getting a foothold there and building a democratic structure which they wouldn't adhere to, they wouldn't see as being right for Muslims.
The mosques are supposed to be carefully monitored by the Islamic community in Kosovo to ensure that they're adhering to moderate teachings.
Well, the mosque cannot be under their control, because we have to appoint the imam, and we as the Islamic community, we do appoint the imams. We control them.
However, recently a mosque was closed down after a petition to remove a Wahhabi imam who was allegedly using money to win over the poor. It was here at this illegally built mosque in the town of Marina that the imam was able to operate for 10 years. Now, although it's being closed down now, locals are asking why it was left to them to take action.
You could tell there was something not right going on. There were young children in full body cover, and he was taking them on religious trips abroad. So we felt we had to do something about it.
The moderate Muslim community here has made it clear that hardline teachings will not be tolerated. But there are warning signs that fundamentalist Islam could be sneaking in through the back door, right into the heart of Europe. Sarah Firth, RT, Kosovo.